coming off second of a back-to-back in the overtime. Just how would you assess tonight's game?
It was tough. You could have any excuse in the world, but they play some good basketball, and I don't think we were ready for it to start. They came out hitting a lot of shots, we were hitting a lot of shots, and you don't want to play back and forth with the team that had 2 days of rest when we're coming off back-to-back.
Quick follow, Devin. Just ask Coach about the schedule not getting any easier, and Coach's response, well, it doesn't get easier for our opponents either because they have to play us. What's it like to have a coach with that kind of mentality that he can look at it one way, but he's seeing it in a whole different way that's empowering you guys?
That's our approach. That's the approach that we've had all season, is that teams gonna have to deal with us and we're focused on ourselves. So it's been pretty good for us so far. And yeah, like you said, we're looking forward to these matchups. We're looking forward to playing any team. We're not ducking any competition.
Next is Craig Fouie with ABC 15, and then Chris Kirschner.
Hey, Devin, I asked Coach this earlier, and you guys just mentioned it, just about the overtime game, the emotional game last night in Cleveland. Then you come in. Coach said you got in at 2 a.m., had to get up early this morning to test, and then had meetings. I mean, how tough is that really on your body and physically?
It depends. It varies from person to person. I'm young and blessed, to be in this situation. I'm 24 years old, so I kind of look past it and don't try to think about it. Because me personally, I think it's more mental than anything. But the season's a grind. 72 games this year, and it can build up. We're coming down that final stretch. But I think this is the most important stretch for us to be playing, high-level basketball. So, you have to put the excuses aside.
Next is Chris Kirschner with The Athletic, followed by Kellen Olson.
Hey, Devin, what do you think makes this Hawks team such a challenge to play?
They have a lot of players out there. They space the floor well. They have dynamic rollers that are, in great spacing, and they have shooters and they have playmakers. So, that's a recipe for a really good team. And, they've been playing really well of late. And, I'm sure they have the same mindset as us, trying to get it going, before postseason starts.
Next is Kellen Olson with Arizona Sports, and then Gina Mizell.
Hey, Book, you guys have done a great job this year of controlling games from the jump, but this was one where you guys actually had to chase it throughout. Can this be served as a good reminder of how important the start is for you guys?
Yeah, we've talked as a team about that we're going to get teams best, being one of the top teams in the NBA record-wise right now, and teams being desperate for, playoff position and things of that matter. So, we know we're going to get, we know we're going to get teams best all the way through. So, throwing the first punch, being the aggressor, I think is important for us.
Next is Gina Mizell with Suns.com, and then Cameron Cox.
Hey, Book, your last answer might have sort of answered this question too, but just when you look at the totality of the 3 games on this trip, the OKC game, the crazy overtime last night, and this game, just maybe what are the biggest takeaways that you feel like can help through these last, 6-7 games?
Just what I said. We're going to get teams best, and we have to be ready for that every night. But I think it's good for us, going across these challenges and taking this road trip. But it's time for us to get back west. I'm still on the road, a lot of games, but we know what it takes, and I'm excited about the rest of the season.
Final question is Cameron Cox with 12 News.
Book, how much do you look at the standings now, and where you guys at? Do you do it nightly or after every game, or the next day? How much do you follow along what's going on around you guys in the West?
I check it daily, to be honest, but just seeing what's going on, I think it's so close and so many teams are so bunched up that it's kind of hard to predict anything, especially with the play-in coming. So we should have to sit back, worry about ourselves, but obviously something that I watch daily that I've been watching daily, even when, we were the last team in the NBA. So, it's something I